for. And this is your moment. You want to be champion? I want more. More boxing, Sivi. Yes! 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 Do you want that championship back? Then do it again for me. And then go, yes! 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 Keep going! I lost my voice. Life is all about moments. And this is your moment. And then you! And then you!
Absolutely love it. I'm getting goosebumps just looking back at that. Now, last weekend, South Africa got another world champion when Sivenathi Nontshinga floored Mexican Adrian Curiel in the 10th round to reclaim the IBF Junior Flyweight title out in Mexico. Sivenathi was meant to be joining us via Zoom this morning, but we are having some problems getting him. But right next to me here in studio is the man that turned Sivenathi into a world champion. It's Colin Nathan. Colin, a good morning to you. So lovely to see you once again.
Yeah, it's great to be here on your platform, and just, watching that again just brings back such awesome emotions and great moments for South African boxing.
Let's go through the moments and the build up to that fight eventually, because we look at what you put into in terms of your preparation and your training, wanting to nullify Adrian's right hand, want him to have to readjust in terms of the spaces that he'd work within. Bring us into your training for this fight.
Well, before I do that, I think we need to put it into context that Sivenathi lost the first fight to Curiel, and he lost by knockout in the second round in Monte Carlo. And that was devastating. So there were several factors to consider. One was Sivenathi going up against his demons against a guy who knocked him out, and knocked him out with one shot as well. So that's mentally and psychologically is never easy, going directly into a rematch. Now, with regards to pulling away from his right hand, I mean, it was literally 6 weeks of the same training over and over again in the gym. 10 rounds on the bag, staying as close to the bag as possible, turning to your right side, double stepping around, throwing short punches. Now, Sivenathi's not really known as a short puncher. He's known as a distance kind of guy, likes throwing the jab long, looking for the right hand. But in this camp, he really had to make adjustments. And the adjustments were getting in close, shortening up his punches. Because he's such a good, strong, natural puncher, the idea was to get in close to Curiel, who was not expecting us to fight in the pocket at close range. He was expecting us to get long again. The problem is that if we got long early, we could have been caught with something crazy again. So the whole game plan and strategy was to work in the pocket, get in close, shorten up those punches, hurt Curiel to the body, slow him down, and once that's happened, get long on the jab. But the jab can't be tilted to his left side. It's got to be a square jab to break Curiel's rhythm. And once that happened in the 7th round, it was literally game over.
And you speak about the 7th round and then literally game over. But before we got to the 7th round, there were moments where a lot of people watching felt like, Sivenathi's against the ropes here. And they always say in boxing, you always have a game plan until you get hit. So talk to me about what you were saying to him in between those rounds when you felt like he was against the ropes, when it seemed like we actually not sure which way this fight is going.
Yeah, a lot of people questioning my madness to my game plan. But what we planned on doing from the beginning, and we did it successfully in round number 1, we were turning him off the right foot. The problem is that Curiel's a very good fighter. He started trapping Sivenathi's foot. So instead of us trying to turn around, he put his foot flat so we couldn't turn him. But once Sive started slowing him down to the body and Curiel was kind of leaning in, then we could start turning to the right side. And after that, we were double stepping around and we were being very effective in the pocket. Now, even though we were losing those competitive rounds early, we were still very effective. And I still feel that our punches were more spiteful. They were doing more damage than Curiel. And even though Curiel was out volleying us with regards to throwing a lot of shots and throwing a lot of punches, we were still very effective in losing those rounds. So after 6 rounds, I figured that it's either level, but in my mind, I'm thinking we 4-2 down. The 7th round, we lost because of the crazy point deduction. Round 8 was definitive. Round 9, we buzzed him on that hook, on the left hook. And round 10 was literally all she wrote.
All she wrote. And this is what I love about you, Colin, because I've done boxing with you before as a ring announcer. And after every single round, you're making those calculations in your head. You're going, okay, I'm 1 point down, I'm 2 points down, or I'm 2 points up. But you constantly are motivated throughout the fight because you get into that ring next to your boxer and you're telling him, this is your time, this is your moment, you've got to dig deep within. What is it that always makes Colin Nathan believe in the light at the end of the tunnel?
You know what, for Siwe, I want to win. Like, I believe in my ability, and I believe that I'm a world-class coach and manager. And I just want to shine for South African boxing. And it's not just about me, it's about my athletes. And I need to get the best out of my fighter. So what am I going to say to him or her in that corner? And at the end of the 9th round, honestly, like, I was mic'd up, but I forgot that I was mic'd up. I mean, you heard me lose my voice. I became Michael Jackson in the corner. When I said to him at the end of the 9th round, going into the 10th, I said, what you did yesterday doesn't matter, and what you did last month doesn't matter. Life is all about moments, and this is your moment to go become 2-time champion of the world. And that fired him up. You could see he was fired up. There was no ways we were going to go to Mexico, Oaxaca, and lose that rematch. And in my mind, even at the hotel, and the waiting that day killed me. I was just like doing my nut, walking up and down my hotel room. But I kept saying to myself, we're going to stop him. We're going to stop him. So I never panicked in the corner. And I was looking at the score sheets afterwards. So mathematically, even after the 10th round, we would have been up on one, drawn another, and behind on another. But we still had 2 rounds to bank. And we were going to bank those rounds because Curiel was slowing down, and we would have banked those rounds. We still had enough rounds to bank to win a decision. But the stoppage in Mexico, Oaxaca, in front of 10,000 people, that was just absolutely fantastic.
Colin, I don't know what else to say to you, but we take our hats off to you because you have brought to life so many champions in this country, and you've given boxing the hope it needs. And I know that you say you grew up loving boxing, but what you've done for the sport of boxing in this country, I don't think we can ever speak about and complete in a 10-minute interview. So congratulations to you and Sivenathi. Congratulations for bringing the belt home to South Africa. And we look forward to seeing what else you're going to do. We know you have a lot of champions out at Hotbox.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's great being here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Colin Nathan speaking about Sivenathi Nontshinga once again reclaiming that IBF title.